Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time we have another Karl Fazer chocolate. This time it's roasted and salted cashew nuts in milk chocolate. So I'm not normally a nutty fan really, to be honest with you, in chocolate. But I've recently got quite a bit of a taste for cashew nuts. A bit better than I used to be with regards to nutty things. So I think hazelnuts and things are still probably beyond me, but yeah, these are very nice, and I love Karl Fazer chocolates, and I saw these, so I thought, why not? So you can see it's got the typical Karl Fazer blue side here, and obviously the specific to the flavour colour here, so it's in sort of golden orange, I guess, egg yolk orange, I don't know, egg yolk yellow, one or the other. So those who don't know, Karl Fazer, it's a Finnish company. So you can see it says in English, but it's made in Finland. I had to get these from Amazon. Usually get them imported. Do come in smaller bars often. I don't know if all of these do, but just to make it worthwhile, and because I like the chocolate, I get the big bar. So why not? When I can, anyway. Sometimes you can't, as far as I know. Yeah, so it's a 200-gram bar. It's quite a big, chunky thing. There's not really any flourishes at the end here. They're always the same size, I think. Well, yeah, I'm sure they are. So it's 22.5 centimetres is the length. Just tell you the calorie wise, it's a bit, basically it's in many different languages, so it can be quite difficult to find the stuff there. But per 100 grams, so we basically half it. Well, it's per 100 grams this, so I think for basically 8 segments, a segmented bar. So we'll work it out for 8 segments of this basically. So it's a quarter of what I'm going to tell you. This is just a bit, but just in case, I'll double check later. So it's per 100 grams, it's 549 calories. So a quarter of that is probably 120, 130, 420, 135 roughly. So about 135 calories. I'm roughly working this out here, so please don't hold me to it. So 35 grams of fat. So again, a quarter of that, about 9, just under 9 grams of fat. 19 of which, and per 100 grams, 19 grams of saturated fat. So again, a quarter, about just under 5, isn't it? So just under 5 grams of saturated fat. So not too bad actually. It's only 8 segments though, it's not much, about that much of the bar, but generally not bad. So let's, without further ado, let's give it an open. So comes in a nice Karl Fazer foil as usual. It's not a foil actually, it's kind of very taut. I don't know, compared to like the Toblerone foil or Kit Kat foil, but it's still nice. Still like it, and see the ice cream on that side. You can just see the Karl Fazer text on there as well. Okay, so let's give it an open. Right, so just to check I wasn't misleading you with the amounts. Yeah, so you can see it's an 8x4 bar. So this is a quarter there, 2x4. So that's what we were talking about. So that's what the stats I gave you were before. Just move this one side. So I'll give you a close up. So you can see it's a segmented bar. It says Fazer on the inside there. Let's see that. Just in case. There you go. And yeah, usually stuffed with fillings. These, so you can see on the back. Look at that. That's how much all the cashew nuts. They really are sort of round with filling. You can see on the front though, they do quite a good job of keeping these smooth. It must be probably quite straightforward technique, but you can see the Fazer bits never got lumps in it. So. You can see some bits underneath, but yeah. Right, so let's have a snapperoo. Wow. Well, I normally chop these in half so you can see what's going on, but I mean, I think that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Look at that. I told you they're just stuffed full of filling, these Karl Fazer bars. You really do get value for money. That's quite nice. Well, you don't get a waft of chocolate as you open this, by the way. I've had to really, smell it. Can't noticeably smell any cashew nut or saltiness or anything like that. I'll cut this in half for the sake of it. It is a review after all. to earn my money. Not that I get paid for these or in any way, shape or form endorsed by anyone, by the way, but that's just a joke. But yeah, so there you go. I think we already knew what was in there, but you do certainly get a lot of filling in these bars, which I really like actually. Okay, let's give it a go. Well, I was surprised because there's no crunch in there at all. I guess cashew nuts are not that hard a nut actually, but that's a really big surprise. Because basically you don't get any crunch at all of the nut. You get the milky, typical milk chocolate of Karl Fazer, so it's quite a subtle milk chocolate, I guess is the best way to say, but it's very nice. So it is creamy, not as creamy as Belgian chocolate or anything like that, but it's nice. But then you get basically eating it, you can't really even taste the cashew nuts. There's not really, there's hardly any texture there at all of the cashew nut. It's very only slight. Every now and again you get a slight sensation as you're biting into a slight bit of nut, but and you'll be chewing it for a bit, say 5 seconds, and then the saltiness will come out, and it's very nice actually. It's funny, the cashew nut and the chocolate kind of merge into one, so it's like you're eating a sort of chocolate cashew nut in a way, if that makes any sense. You know, I'm very surprised with this. I really like it. It's really not like you're eating anything crunchy at all. It's very hard to explain, to be honest with you. It's just like you're eating sort of, well, as I say, the best way I can put it is like a chocolate cashew nut. You know, as if you're eating like a mixture of the two, really, and that's basically it. Yeah, and then I'll say you tune it for a bit, and then you get a salty taste in your mouth. You don't get it straight away. Only every now and again can you taste. It's not a big crunch or anything like that at all. It's just very subtle that you taste it, that you bit into a part of a cashew nut. But it's very soft. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of things out there at the moment that are salted caramel and salted this and salted that, and I think this is probably the best one I've had. I've had all sorts of salted caramel chocolate over the past few months, reviewing them on here. You probably have seen them. They're all okay, but they're all a bit, a bit gimmicky. And I've also had a Fazer one, which is salted popcorn or salty popcorn in milk chocolate, and it was okay. But the gist of it is, this is the one to have every time over any of them. Maybe the salted caramel, it has caramel in it, so if you're really into caramel, maybe that's, you might prefer that. But this chocolate's so smooth and nice when you're having it, it's lovely really. And I think, well, I definitely would have this over the salty popcorn one. I think that's just, doesn't really work really. It's a clever bar, they've done a good job, but I'm very impressed with this. I really like it. It's very lovely salty flavour. Yeah. And I think the salted caramel ones, they're okay, but they never quite worked for me. I've had some ice creams and things like a Haagen-Dazs salted caramel, which is gorgeous, and I could quite happily keep eating this actually. And this but the chocolate bars, I don't know, they just taste a bit like caramel. That's tastes a bit too much like treacle or toffee or something, or never really like a salted caramel or such. I don't know, I've not been too convinced, but this one is really nice. So it's just lovely where you're eating it, you're nibbling it, and you don't really get any crunch, but you get like the sensation of eating a cashew nut because they're quite soft, I guess, And then the salty flavour comes out just after you've been chewing it a bit. It's really nice. I've got to have one more. No, it's lovely. This is the one to get. Of the salted flavour stuffs and chocolate bars, I think this is definitely the one. That's really nice. I think Karl Fazer, they've not really done anything wrong with it. I say the salty popcorn one was perhaps a bit a bit too far, really. I mean, it was nice, but it was because obviously popcorn blows out into massive bits. They did like a halfway house as such, where the popcorn wasn't quite popcorn, and it worked. But I don't know. I just think popcorn's probably one thing that just doesn't work too well in the chocolate bar. But this, yes, lovely, amazing. Definitely recommend this. I think it's probably. Well, what I was going to say a 5 out of 5 then. Let me just make sure I'm not going too well. I mean, I think it probably is really. I definitely think it's worth a 5 out of 5. This, it's very nice. I'll say it's not. Perhaps if it did have some kind of caramel in it or something like that, you'd think, oh yes, but I don't think Karl Fazer really do any caramel bars. To be honest with you, I don't think they've ever had. Well, I've not seen any anyway. Let me know if they do. But yeah, maybe we had something else, and you might think, well. That's just the icing on the cake, some kind of caramel in it or something. But it's not there. But it's really nice. Yeah, definitely a success. This, I think, a 5 out of 5, definitely. Or as close as you can get to it, really. It's just really nice. I think perhaps I'd say if it did have caramel in it, I think or something like that. I don't know. Maybe a bit too far. I'm not sure. But it's gorgeous just the way it is. I love it. Very nice. I'm very surprised actually. I thought I was kind of getting this one for the sake of getting it, really, because I had all the others, or most of the others, but no, it's great, really nice. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and follow me on Twitter and like my videos and stuff like this. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much guys, take care, bye for now, see you later, bye.